All right, guys, welcome once again to this channel. And I thank you so much for your love and your support. Thank you for those of you who have already subscribed to this channel for more information. And if you are new here, I will encourage you to also subscribe so that in subsequent videos, you can also have a taste and a feel of the good news that we always have for you. So what is the latest thing? I have good news for you today. And today, the good news goes for teachers. And like I always do, I would like to share my screen with you as we look into that good news. And I'm very sure you will love it. So let's dive into my screen as we go through this good news together. Yes, so this is my screen right now. As you can see here, and today, the good news is that teachers who are been educated or are qualified or have an experience, at least a minimum of 2 years of teaching experience, have the opportunity to live in instead and work in the UK. And we are going to look at that. So now this is the overview. So we call this qualified teacher status. That's what we can see here, the QTS, qualified teachers status in the UK. And you can see that this was just released on the 1st of December 2022. So this is very, very recent and very current. And as you can see, this is coming from the official website of the UK government. So it is no fake news. I will leave the link to this video or this website in the description of this video. So you can actually go and look at it yourself and read more about it. Now, so this is the overview. It talks about English teaching training leads to professional qualification called the teacher qualified teacher status. That's the QTS. So if you are eligible or you are qualified, very soon I'm going to take you through the eligibility or the requirements that you need to have before you can have access to this opportunity. So, and the good news is that it is an employment, so there's no need to worry about the visa. Once you get everything done, your visa is going to be granted. So they said, if you are qualified, a qualified teacher from outside the UK, you can work as a teacher in England for up to 4 years without the QTS. So if you have the opportunity to go to the UK, there are so many eligibility criteria or routes that you can have access to this particular opportunity or this particular work. But then the QTS is what, after the 4 years, you need to have because it's like a license that gives you the opportunity, that right to work as a teacher in the UK. But what they are saying is that you can work in the UK for up to 4 years without it. But after that, you need to get it. So after that, they said after that, QTS is a legal requirement, like I said earlier on, to teach in many schools, and is considered desirable for teachers in majority of schools in England. So like I said, you can start from the beginning without it, but then after these 4 years, you need to get it. Now, we have the general information about teaching and training to teach in England. So for the sake of this video, I'm just going to show you the highlights or the headings of this. But then when you visit the website yourself, you can read more for yourself. But quickly, let's look at the routes to which you can have access to this QTS. So these are the routes to the QTS. There are 4 routes to qualified teacher status for teachers and trainees outside the UK. So these are the 4. So you can apply for the QTS through a teacher regulation agency. You can also apply for assessment only. The third one is that you can apply for teacher training in England. And the fourth one is to apply to train for international qualified teacher status. So all these are routes or channels through which you can have access to this QTS, the qualified teacher status. But then, so you have to choose. It's absolutely a matter of choice. And for the eligibility, your eligibility to each of the routes will depend on where you are qualified, whether you already have a teaching experience, and personal circumstances. So your eligibility or the route you also choose, it depends on your situation per time. Whether you are already qualified, you are qualified, or you already have a teaching experience, or you don't have a teaching experience, or you have special circumstances or special situation that will determine your the route through which you can have access to this awesome opportunity. Now, the good news is that just this very month, they've added new countries. At first, this were the countries that they were using. They were using just these few countries that you can see: Australia, Canada, New Zealand, Switzerland, US, Scotland, and Northern Ireland. But there have been new additions, which is the good news that I'm talking about. So this is the good news that I came to share with you today. Now, you can see here that it said apply for QTS in England and newly eligible countries. And this starts from 1st February 2023. So we just have a few months away. And these are the countries that have been added to this particular opportunity. Number one is Ghana, two is Hong Kong, three, India, Jamaica, Nigeria, Singapore, South Africa, Ukraine, Zimbabwe. So if you belong to any of these countries or you are a citizen of these countries, then now you are eligible to also qualify for this qualified teacher status, that is the QTS, in the UK to allow you to work without any problem. So I said this change is part of the launch of a new service. Apply for QTS in England from 1st February 2023. The way we award the QTS will change. So there is a lot of information on this website, but for the sake of time, we cannot go through all. Go to the website yourself, read slowly, and have time to absorb it because it depends on your country and your particular situation that you find yourself in, whether you already have teaching experience, you don't have a teaching experience, whether you are qualified or you are not qualified, that will determine the route through which you enter this particular qualified teacher status based on where you find yourself now. So like I said earlier on, I will leave the description of this video or the link to this particular website in the description of this video. So go there and read and make decisions for yourself. And I'm very sure you will have this opportunity. Now, if you want to also contact them before I bring this video to an end, you can go to the further information or contact us. For example, let's go to the further information and let's see what is there. So for further information, we have other links, training to teach in England. So it gives you links as to what curriculum and qualification that you need, the training that you can go to if you are not qualified. Then the material that to help you develop your teaching skills if you don't have a teaching experience. Then of course we have the contacts of this particular organization that you can easily email them and ask them any question that you want. So this is very important, very, very important. So that if you have any question regarding you don't understand anything, maybe you have a special situation that you need answers to, just email them, or if you can call them, of course, you can also call them and they will be glad to help you. I believe that this video, even though very short, has been so informative and very helpful to you. So if it is helpful to you, don't forget to just like and leave your comments or any question, and we'll try to answer it as quickly as possible. And also subscribe and share to your friends so that in subsequent videos, you can also have a feel of it. So this is ATM Finland, and of course, we are here to transform Africa with great academicians. And I'm very certain that this has been helpful to you, and we shall meet again in our next video. Have a good luck, and I hope to see so many people moving to the UK to teach next year. Cheers.